Community is something really important to have in a Christian walk with God. A group of people can help you stay on the right track, help deepen your faith, pray for you, and just be there when times get tough. The story I want to look at that really shows this idea of community is one of Jesus' many miracles, which is Jesus heals a lame man who was brought down through the roof. For those who want to read it themselves, this is Luke chapter 5, verses 17 through 39. On one of the days where Jesus was teaching, some proud religious law keepers and teachers of the law were sitting by him. They had come from every town in the countries of Galilee and Judah, and from Jerusalem. The power of the Lord was there to heal them. Some men took a man who was not able to move his body to Jesus. He was carried on a bed. They looked for a way to take the man into the house where Jesus was, but they could not find a way to take him in because of so many people. They made a hole in the roof over where Jesus stood, and then let the bed with the sick man down before Jesus. When Jesus saw their face, he said to the man, "Friend, your sins are forgiven." The teachers of the law and the proud religious law keepers thought to themselves, "Who is this man who speaks as if he is God, who can forgive sins but God only?" Jesus knew what they were thinking. He said to them, "Why do you think this way in your hearts? Which is easier to say, 'Your sins are forgiven,' or 'Get up and walk'? So that you may know the Son of Man has the right and the power of the earth to forgive sins." And he said to the man who could not move his body, "I say to you, get up, take your bed, and go to your home." At once the sick man got up in front of them. He took his bed and went home, thanking God. All those who were there were surprised and gave thanks to God's glory. We have seen a very special thing today. That's a really great story, in my opinion. They always talk about it in like Sunday school because it's just a great example of how even if you yourself don't have faith, a community of people who are there and willing to support you, even through the toughest of times, can get you through almost anything. Jesus himself healed the man because he was moved by his friend's faith, who went through so much effort to get him to Jesus. Another reason I enjoy this story so much is the kind of parallels and experience I had back in 2020. Back in 2020, I had like really bad stomach cramps to the point where they were painful. I could go to sleep for a little bit, only be waking up to me having to rush to the bathroom and vomiting. It reached a point where I was driven to the hospital. They ran some tests and found out that my colon for all my life had been twisting. I had too much colon and it was twisting in on itself. It was basically doing backflips in my stomach. And it reached a point where it just was stuck. I waited at the hospital. They did the surgery, and while I was sitting there, and while I was waiting there to be like discharged and recovering, I already saw the community that I had around me come together and support me. Some were through like gifts, like prayers. Some just spent time with me playing games. It's something that I'm forever grateful for everyone who helped me during that rough period of my life. I'm grateful for the prayers, the time they spent with me, and the gifts I received from them. It really shows how much a community can help in so many different ways, in so many different styles. I suppose that's everything I have for the moment. God bless you all, and I hope you have a good day.